They said gray paved the way, chased the rain, released the pain, least you sane, getting paid, trend setting, brighter days, doper rats, tighter sets, high and deadly, I'm a fighter jet, journey.
I'm a fighter jet.
What's really good, ladies and gentlemen? It's the OG Boricua Dandada. Y'all know what it is. Like, subscribe, share, all that good-ish. I got Mr. Muffins Martinez, the Continental Delight, the Intergalactic Delight, the West to East Coast Delight, whatever you want to call it, the Midnight Snack. So, listen here, ladies and gentlemen. I know we're going to talk some MLW. It's probably going to be a hot topic. After that, I'm really not sure what we're going to talk about WWE because we kind of sprinkle in the flavor of what's going around the wrestling industry. So, my brother, please take us to the promised land.
Yes, sir, man. Well, welcome back, fans. And like the chef said, we're going to start with some MLW. They had their Summer of the Beasts show. And I'll be honest, Chef, I didn't see it live at that time. I saw it later on that night because, like I said, I took my nieces 14 and 11 to go see Lilo and Stitch because they graduated, they moved up in grade. So, let's call Uncle and he'll take us out to celebrate our achievements. I was like, oh shit, that means I'm going to spend more money that I don't have. So that's what that was. But yeah, so I took them out. Later on that night, I sat down, watched the show. To me, it was a pretty good show. I'm not even going to lie. It was, I wouldn't even say decent. It was a superb show. I'll be honest, I enjoyed every match on that card. Except for the main event, because we already know Matt Riddle's not going to lose. I'm sorry, but we know that already. But I really, really, really enjoyed this card. MLW finally brought some gold back to MLW from CMLL. They had lost. And the first match they had was the Skyscrapers, which I got a question about that after I read this. So the Skyscrapers of Donovan Dijak and Bishop Dyer defeated Los Depredadores of Magnus and Rohit to win back the MLW tag team titles. But my question is, can someone else take a name from 20 years ago and use it if they don't belong to them? Like the Skyscrapers used to be Sid Vicious and Mark Calloway before he left and became the Undertaker, and then he got replaced by Dan Spivey, Dangerous Danny Spivey, and the manager was Teddy Long back in those days when they had that. So I'm thinking to myself, hold up, those were the Skyscrapers, and these guys have nothing to do with those guys. Because I'm thinking if it was like a lineage thing, and Bishop Dyer or Donovan are related to Danny Spivey or Mean Mark or Sid Vicious, then that's my uncle. We got the name because we're this, So I got kind of confused about the name. I'm like, they call themselves the Skyscrapers too. Like, no, can they do that? So can they do that? By any chance?
No, I have no idea because that's WWE intellectual property now, right?
Well, they were still
because that's WCW and WWE owns WCW.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if they were under the N.W.A banner yet.
See, I don't know. Like, I think maybe they spelled it differently or something. I'm not sure.
It's still, there's only one way you can spell Skyscrapers, and they spell it the same way, unless you start taking letters out. Like take the Y, take an A, take an E, and you still read it, and you'll still come up with Skyscrapers.
I'm thinking if you, and I don't want to sound ebonical, but if you put it like scrapers with the AZ at the end, right? Like skyscrapers.
Exactly. Like something weird like that. Spell it.
Yeah.
But they're supposed to be the same way. So, but they won and brought back the MLW tag team belts back to MLW. Brock Anderson against Anthony Green. This was a really good match.
That was a fight.
This was a really good match. Anthony Green, he made Brock Anderson look good. He looked good. I'm hoping that since we're not signing any people but 2 contracts, that if this is like a per appearance fee thing, that they keep having them come back, back in September, October, and keep paying them to show up and have matches like this. Because this match was a banger. Brock Anderson got him with that DDT. Damn, and that dude looks just like his father, bro. Just like his daddy. The only thing is he's not a lefty.
Yeah, facts.
And that's the only difference. And Austin Aries made the mistake. Oh, he's just like his dad. He punches the same way with the same arm. I'm like, no, because Eddie's a lefty and Brock is a righty. So please, little things like this just irk me. It was small, but it still pissed me off because he sat down like, come on, dude, like he's a lefty.
Let me explain.
His life he's a lefty.
Let me explain to people why me and you care about the lefty thing, right? Like you're a baseball guy, I'm a basketball guy. So if you're at a batter's box and you're batting righty, the lefty has the advantage, right? Like because they're pitching to whatever they want because they're throwing from a position.
Yes.
If you play basketball and you're guarding a guy, your coach will tell you he's a lefty, play his left, right? Because his right is his weak side. So that the left thing is a huge thing. If you're boxing and somebody's stronger with their left, you're paying attention to that left. If he's throwing a punch, insert Arn Anderson, the left you have to look out for. It's a lot more than just saying, oh, he just made a mistake being a lefty. No, that's a big deal.
Big deal. Then they had the female match, Yuki Kamifuku versus Wakana Yuhara. And I thought not great, but a real good match though.
It was all right.
Yeah, though there was a very height disparity because the Yuki was a lot taller, and when she threw her punches and kicks, they looked like they landed harder, and you could see, okay, that hurts compared to Wakana, who when she punched or kicked, you kind of like, I don't know.
It looks like Cupid.
It didn't work for me at times.
No.
But they've done this dance a bunch of times in Japan. It was a good match. Yuki did it, and then we saw Shotzi Blackheart come out with a wrist split, which I didn't know she even had a injury or cast or anything.
She's always hurt.
Wait, was it her right arm or left arm?
Right arm.
Right arm. Challenging Yuki for a future match, and then Ava Everett made Love Ava. The WXW women's champion at that time. Had a bunch of bangers with our girl who's no longer there, Delmi Exo, in the United States and down in Germany. Yeah, so that match between Chelsea and Ava is going to happen at the next pay-per-view in August, which is taped from Summer of the Beast. So and I don't know if she's going to wrestle with that cast on or she's not going to have the cast. I'm not aware of. So we'll see what happens when we watch the match. Another great match was the next one, Kushida versus Diego Hill, which I found out he's Puerto Rican.
Oh,
yeah, I guess he's mixed, black and Puerto Rican, but born in Puerto Rico and speaks Spanish. So yeah, I saw that. I was like, wow. And Diego Hill put up one hell of a performance. I would love to see him go up against Anthony Green in a match in the future, just because they look like they have that same style of wrestling. Like they'll come out of nowhere with some type of move, and I think that'll be they can call it a prospects match, And after the match, they offered Diego Hill a contract for MLW. So supposedly he's signed with MLW now. So we get to see what happens in the future with Diego Hill. So I'm excited about that. The three-way, which pissed me off. I was mad about this match because this match was supposed to be Alex Hammerstone going up against Ultimo Guerrero for the MLW National Openweight title. And I'm thinking to myself, good. Hammerstone gets his chance. He gets the belt, brings the belt back to MLW. I'm happy. Nope, that didn't happen because Matthew Justice came out asking for his rematch, and then your uncle Dario came out. I mean, Cesar, I call him Dario, I mistake. Cesar Duran came out and asked the fans what they wanted to see. They made it into a three-way, which pissed me off because now, anybody could win the title. But at the end of the day, Ultimo Guerrero got the belt back and kept the belt, which, like I said, pissed me off. And then Alex Hammerstone called a promo, how he came back, how he wants to do this. He's out for himself, blah, 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 blah. And we get to see Hammerstone. The thing that pisses me off too about this is that we keep seeing CMLL guys come over and win belts. Yep. But I still haven't seen a guy from MLW go down there and win a belt. Like, why can't we send Hammerstone down there and win a belt and bring it back from CMLL? Why can't that happen? You know what I'm saying? Since Hammerstone is here, who else is still here? A crew, Ikuro Kwon. Ikuro Kwon's been there last time a couple of weeks ago. Yep. Why can't he go there and win a belt and bring it back over here and then have two titles?
Exactly.
And then have those, defend the CML title in an MLW show like they've done before. So
hold on. I just want to say real.
I skip one thing on purpose.
I know, but I just want to say, I know I just hit up Diego Hill. I told him we represented.
Yeah.
I'm gonna clip this out. I'm gonna show you that I'm talking to you right here, brother. We're a Puerto Rican podcast. We want to interview you. This is going to be on the Instagram Urban Wrestling Network.
Well, you beat me by the punch because in my head I'm thinking I got it right, Diego, because I just remember that he's Puerto Rican and asked him about joining the show. So you beat me to it. So I appreciate that, Chef. I appreciate you, brother, for that.
I got you, brother.
And the main event, which was a banger of a match, because Kenta is always a good opponent for anybody. Yep. Kenta looks anybody look good. And let's be honest, man. I'm not even gonna shit. I'm not even gonna bullshit on Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle is a good wrestler.
Yep.
Matt Riddle is a top level performer, despite his issues outside of the ring and all the accusations and stuff. I'm gonna say it again. He still has not been found guilty in any accusation that they made against him. And yeah, he does act stupid outside with some of his personal stuff, and hopefully he's fixed that issue. But he is a hell of a wrestler. I'm surprised that Triple H or TKO hasn't called them to go back to WWE, because I'm pretty sure if the phone calls come, he'll jump ship quick.
Oh, of course, you have to.
I mean, you don't have to. There's no law that says you have to.
But you're going to.
Yeah, I mean, if they offer you that more money, yeah, of course.
All right.
I would love to hear, WWE called me. They offered me this much money. They did this, but I turned it down because I want to stay here. I would love to hear that from somebody. I still haven't heard that from anybody yet. But hopefully someday that will happen.
So the thing with Riddle, right? And I'm going to co-sign everything you said. Usually we don't do that. He has not been acquitted of nothing. There's no anything that they have said he's found guilty, right? Cool. I don't even care about that stuff. We don't even talk that shit. My issue with Matt Riddle is he's fucking boring, right? And I'm not talking about his in-ring work. This is where the problem is. When I ask you, all right, top 3 favorite wrestlers, who are they?
My favorite wrestlers?
Yeah.
All time?
All time.
Oh, shit. It's easy, bro.
Ric Flair.
Ric Flair, number one.
One of the greatest people on a mic and in a ring, right?
Well, I will say the 4 Horsemen will be number 1, period. So I will say that.
I'm just saying
that. Yeah.
So give me that, because Ric Flair on a mic buries people. Go ahead.
Ric Flair, The Rock.
The Rock can talk with anybody. An incredible athlete.
Steve Austin.
Okay, bang. Everyone cuts a mean promo. $1 Million Man, The Rock, and the Macho Man. All three. As much as people can say, "Oh, the $1 Million Man sucked in ring," that's cool.
Yeah, but
that's cool. But when he talked on a mic, he made you hate him, right? Matt Riddle talks on a mic. He don't make me want to like him. He don't make me want to hate him. He don't make me want to tune in. So when your champion is boring, I can't get behind it because it's whack. That's my beef with Matt Riddle.
Bruh,
I'm gonna smoke some bud, bro. Yo, bro, we know you smoke weed. Okay, cool. That's cool for around 420, and you're like, light that shit. Roll that shit, light that shit, smoke that shit. Outside of that, I don't want to hear it.
Bro, why are you putting me down? We're supposed to be having a party,
bro.
Let's order some pizza. We could sit down and we could talk about it, bro. Like adults.
And it annoys me. It's always pizza. Like any stoner, they switch up. It could be pizza, Chinese food, McDonald's, whatever. Like, yo, stop. Don't play with me on this munchies tip, man. We can have Matt Riddle. We have a conversation.
Well, then, man, he wants pizza. Let him have the man have his damn pizza. And the one thing that I say for last, which was the biggest banger thing in MLW history, Mystical comes out to address the fans of the country before he even speaks. Country unit comes out, or the Death Squad guys.
Death Squad.
They try to beat him up. He beats everybody up. There's one more guy coming out, taps him, turns around and kicks him right in the balls. Takes off the one mask and then takes off his luchador mask. And oh my God, dude, is freaking MJF. Bro, like that was, I literally popped like, oh my God, what in the hell is MJF doing in MLW? What is he doing back in MLW? That right there was my shocker, because I've never seen any contractor wrestler from a different company, or the two big companies, I mean, AEW, WWE, making an appearance for MLW. And MJF is a contracted talent from AEW.
Oh, he's a top star.
So, and for him to come into MLW to continue the storyline with Mystical, amazing. Thank you, cousin Tony. Thank you, cousin Court Bauer, because this shit was crazy. Seeing MJF, and he called a promo. He said, "No, wherever you go, will be following you." And they mentioned, because the MLW supposedly also had like a summit with meeting with somebody from, or a representative being the snitch. I forgot his name, Okamura, a referee who's a legend, the president of New Japan Wrestling, and Court Bauer doing, had like a summit meeting thing about talking about, moving forward with more partnership, which so far everything's been working great. And this was just not a one-off with MJF. We're going to see MJF more in MLW from AEW coming in with Mystical. Now, I would love if it comes to the point that MJF is getting beat and he needs help, and here comes Hammerstone, and then here comes our homie, Mr. Kevin Costner, Holiday, and all of a sudden, they back again. They get God, what's the name of the group now? The Dynasty.
The Dynasty, yeah.
I will freak. I know they can do an AEW. I mean, they can do an AEW, but maybe they can do an MLW, like a little Dynasty reunion thing, man. That I will do. I will pop. That would be the best thing that MLW could hope for. It's like the Dynasty, even for a couple of weeks, a match or something, man. Reunite. MJF being the leader with both Richard Holiday and Hammerstone. Dude, that would be the best thing ever, bro. I will be going crazy if that ever happens. And we saw, Stingray, what he said before about building
Huge.
stuff with, baby steps and building the promotion. And then they just announced, I think it was Monday, or sometime during the week, last week, that they signed do you call it a partnership?
Like it was like a card deal.
Well, with Panini, which Panini is not the sandwich, which I love Paninis. the card company, which they always do the baseball cards, because that's how I know Panini from, which is the rival to Topps, TOPPS, baseball cards. And if you're into baseball and you grew up watching baseball, you know what a Topps card is, because I'm pretty sure you have bought in your lifetime at least one pack of Topps, or even the big box of Topps. And Panini is the same thing. WWE has them with the cards. A lot of stuff has them with, like, sports have them with the cards. Football and basketball have them with the Topps on the Paninis. And now we're going to be able to have MLW wrestlers in cards. And they were saying that they were going to do the Summer of the Beasts as the first promotion for the cards. So I don't know when they're going to come out. So we're going to see a lot of cards from that event. I told them I want to get Hammerstone. As soon as I get a Hammerstone card, I'm good. Because then I could get Hammerstone in the future. Like, dude, can you sign my card? Can you sign my card? Like, people go to the baseball games with hundreds of cards and they have them signed by the players. Definitely, man. That's huge for MLW. I know you wasn't too thrilled about it, or you wasn't sold onto it, because they don't have a roster. I guess that was your beef.
Yeah. So my all right, here's my worry. When they came out with the figures, everybody that came out with the figures was guys who left, right?
Yes, which pissed me off.
We never got Alex Kane. We never got the Myron Reeds, or like, we didn't get those guys that were at that time the relevant guys who were on the cards. So you're like, damn, we didn't get a Delmi Exo. We didn't get a Janai Kai.
Yeah, that's right, dude. We never got a Delmi or Janai Kai action figure.
Never. No, and that's a miss. So with these cards, and listen, I grew up in the era where collecting cards is what you did, right? Like, I can't even tell you how many basketball and football cards I had. So I would love to sit back and go, all right, I would love it. Listen, as much as I'm Fatu, you're Hammerstone, Team Fatu versus Team Hammerstone. We both had nothing but respect for Fatu and Hammerstone. We were fans of both. We just liked one more than the other. I would love a Fatu card, but he's in WWE absolutely murdering it. So I don't need one, right? Like, you got to have something relevant now. So if we're saying, okay, we get it, I don't want to see somebody that was there before. I want to get a Brock Anderson card, right? I want to get a Bishop Dyer card.
Yes.
Like, give me those. Give me this girl who I'm never going to be able to say her name, who's a champion. Give me her stepping on the buildings. Make it like a little holographic card.
The kaiju.
Yeah. Give me that, yes. Right? Like, give me her.
That'd be kind of cool if they have the card with her stomping on a city on the card.
Right? Like, and you can do that kind of stuff. So give me that. Give me stuff of relevant. Give me Mystico. I don't want to see, somebody that was there 4 years ago.
Yeah, please.
Promote the guys we have now. Promote the girls we have now. That's my beef.
Yeah, and hopefully, like you said, like Stingray said, or Paul Walter Hauser have mentioned, everything's baby steps. The one thing that they're working on is trying to get the right streaming service for MLW. And he said that maybe once that happens, then they could start working on the actual roster where you could get the guys and girls like before signed to the contract, and and have an actual roster, and not, we got a couple of guys and girls who are signed now, and then get everybody else from the outside for like a pay per appearance type of deal. So we'll see what happens in the future going with the Panini thing. But
So, wait, can I jump back on the Paul Walter Hauser thing real quick?
yeah, please.
So, with Paul Walter Hauser, when you listen to him, he makes sense, right? He's different. He's a breath of fresh air. Let me say it like that, because a lot of people that are in this industry, they know to speak and not really have to put nothing out, because they're an industry full of people who it's more words than action. Where Paul Walter Hauser, he's a businessman who's been in this industry as someone who is a paid a talent in acting, and he's also in the background scene of film directing and everything else. This is a guy who has his hands in a lot of things, a lot of hats and all that. So when he speaks, it's from a business standpoint. So when he says our goal is to get a TV deal and start working the foundation, we're going to build a foundation, we're going to build a blueprint, and from there we'll take off. We talk all the time. I had a snarky remark, and you said baby steps. And then when you said that, it clicked. You know what? You're right. Paul Walter Hauser literally said, we're going to take our time. We got to do it smart. We're going to do it right. And we'll go from there. I believe in Paul Walter Hauser.
On the first streaming service that gives, oh, yeah, we want to get you here. Okay, we go with you. Because you were the first one that said you want us. You know, you got to, it's like Shark Tank. You got to hear everybody's offers, and you got to sit down and go, okay, which is the one offer or which service is going to be liable for us, that's going to really want us to be there, first of all, not just like throw something on us and then kind of forget about us after a couple of months, and then we go from there. So, you know, hopefully, do I see it happening this year? Probably not. I see it maybe getting signed and start for the year in 2026. I could see that happening. You know, like I don't see like a streaming service like, oh, we sign here and we're starting already next week.
Nah, I wouldn't even want that.
Yeah, I would see it like 2026 in January, starting fresh, and go from there, and then tell us, oh yeah, we're going back to the weekly shows, episodes, you know, monthly tapes, and then you break it down like always. I'll take that over whatever they have now. I'll take that now.
Oh, absolutely.
I'll take that now. But we'll move on to WWE, where they were in Saudi Arabia taking that blood money, like people say. That's what gets me upset about Twitter. People used to get mad when Uncle Vince, oh, he's getting that blood money. And Uncle Vince don't care. And now TKO with Triple H are doing the same thing. And they were at war or throwing bombs to a different country. And they still don't go there to perform on Saturday.
This is what I don't get, right? Like, okay.
I don't think Uncle Vince would have sent them down. Said, nah, we're not going. Fuck, we're not going.
So the Vince McMahon thing is low-hanging fruit, right? It's to kick someone when they're down because it's easy to shit on Vince, right? That's the deal with Vince. Everybody likes to just shit on him. But let me explain something to you different about Vince versus everyone else. Is let's just say it's the era of the Attitude Era, where you have Stone Cold, The Rock, whoever. If you think Vince McMahon was going to put one of his top money makers in a war environment situation where they can get shot down or blown the fuck up, Vince is not losing his money. I wouldn't even, as a paid person, there's no way that I would have, first off, I'd be like, I'm not going. These motherfuckers blowing each other up. I am not going over there.
I'm surprised now the talent or somebody like, you know, Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, who has, you know, families or more, you know, top level talent that, you know, they talk and you listen. Said, yo, I'm not going. Screw that.
Hell no.
No, you don't pay me enough. You can fire me, suspend me. I don't care. I'm not going. You can't. You know
damn sure if Randy Orton said you could fire me, they're not firing Randy Orton.
Exactly. But I'm surprised somebody like that. You know, I mean, John Cena was there. I'm surprised.
That's crazy.
I'm pretty sure they would have talked like, oh, John Cena's not going. So we gotta reevaluate. I say, well, I'll go if The Rock goes.
If your management goes, I'm
exactly.
there.
I want the leader of TKO, and I want the Rock to go. If they go, then
I'm there.
go.
Yep.
Let's see if they're gonna go or not.
Yeah. Y'all want a dope product and you want us there? Let me get the 2 top dogs. Let's go.
So that's our point of view and our feelings. But this was an actual, I don't know. It was, to me, it was kind of boring. You know, Cody Rhodes beat Randy Orton, so become the King of the Ring man now. Ripley became, beat Raquel Rodriguez. Why, I don't know. What David match was even there. Sami Zayn, defeated Karrion Kross. This is Karrion Kross like first PLE match in years. So that was kind of funny. The only good match was Solo Sikoa against Jacob Fatu because all the shit that happened.
Yep, around everything.
Where Solo Sikoa was getting beat, JC Mattel comes out, tries to help. Then we saw a returning Tagaloa or Tongaloa returned. He got put aside. And then when Jacob's about to get that final pin, another freaking Samoan shows up. The younger brother of Tama and Loa Tonga, which his name is Hikuleo. That's his real name. But then they changed his name now. He goes by Tala Tonga now.
Okay, I'm good with that.
No, man, no. So you got Tonga Loa, Loa Tonga, and Tala Tonga.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of.
Say that shit 3 times fast.
Yeah, I'm not saying it 1 time.
Exactly. That's going to be crazy with these guys. But now Solo Sikoa has his little army of, the guys, whatever now. Now
is that the match that you sent me the video that the other one, what's his name? Zillow?
Yeah, they were watching Silent for 2.
Okay.
Yeah. So Sila say, call me. And I'm sorry, they're not going to call him.
No.
They're not going to call him. So he got to Not yet, exactly, not yet. The Queen of the Ring, Jade Cargill, Bill Asuka, and then John Cena, BC, and Punk to give the title. But the only thing that happened, the only belt that changed was the United States title that now goes back to Solo Sikoa for the 2nd time. Now he got a stronger army. Now we're going to see Jacob Fatu either get the help of the Usos.
No, isn't the one that we like that was part of the Samoan SWAT team? He's there.
Who?
Not Juicy.
Lance.
I like
Lance
N.W.A.
Well, yeah.
Is he there?
Well, yeah. Supposedly he's signed, but you still need 3 guys to go up against Solo Sikoa. 3 guys.
Yeah, but that's Lance and the Usos.
Well, exactly. Yeah, I was gonna say that. You get the Usos, who supposedly are getting back together in the future, and then you add Lance and N.W.A, or you add Roman Reigns, but I doubt it.
I don't think he's on that. I think Roman's coming back to beat Cena or something like that.
Because Jacob Fatu is the focal point against Solo, and then Roman is too big for us, So I definitely Lance and N.W.A will be the next member with the Usos, unless they go out and get Silla Fatu and go out and get more of the Roman Reigns family members.
There's 900 of them.
Man, there's 50 still wrestling out there. So yeah, man, that was the pretty much what happened there at down there in Saudi Arabia. And then right after that ended, they left quickly. They didn't even stay there. They left. That's it. We're
gonna get in and get out.
We're gonna get in. We're gonna get out. All the news that I saw this week, they had Santino Morella come out and do a little video because the match, the main event for Slammiversary.
What's with the badge thing that he's been wearing for years? What is
that badge? Yeah.
What is it? I don't get it.
No, he's the law.
Oh, get out of here. All right, my bad. Go ahead.
He's the law. He's the law man. So he wears a badge, and every time he comes out, he's like this, holding the badge up I'm the law. I'm the law.
Okay.
Respect the law. And nobody respects the law. Yeah, so he came out. The main event for Slammiversary is supposed to be our boy Tricky Williams, go up against Joe Hendry. But now, after Santana said a couple of things at the last show, they added Mike Santana to the match, which I'm not happy about, because I wasn't happy about the whole match to begin with. It should have been Trick against Santana, period. But then they put Hendry instead to start. Then they added Santana like an afterthought. That's why it looks to me like, well, why couldn't you do it at the show and you have to do a video to tell us, because the shows are taped. So you have to do a video outside somewhere that you just, made your decision now. That, I don't know. I find that lazy. I don't like it. So because I think that SummerSlam comes, Santana will win the belt or has to win the belt. But who am I to say he has to win the belt?
I mean, he could lose and go to NXT.
Exactly, but shouldn't he win it at the biggest show of TNA history, which is
listen, bro. When it comes to Santana, we're fucking biased. We want him to win fucking Monday on a Monday, Tuesday, anything that starts with a Y.
Yeah, exactly. So I wouldn't want him to win NXT show. I want him to win at Slammiversary.
Yeah,
and not Hendry either. I want him Santana to win, to bring the belt back to TNA. But like I said, what the hell do we know? We're just fans. And then
you know what though? Like, would you be okay with him losing and then signing with NXT and keeping that rivalry in NXT with Trick?
No, it depends how. I mean, it depends how long is his contract with TNA.
I have no idea.
Exactly. So, because I'm pretty sure. I mean, right now, Chef just showed up in TNA, or Chef just showed up in NXT, and then 2 days later, all this interest in Chef to sign with NXT. Every wrestler that goes from TNA and shows up there, they have an interest. And they did already with Jordan Grace. She already jumped ship where her contract came up. They have interviews with Joe Hendry when his contract is off. They have interviews with a bunch of people when their contracts are up to sign with NXT. Because right now, they're looking at some AEW wrestlers. They're looking at Chris Jericho again to bring him back to WWE, to sign him. Private Party, which I would love Private Party to go to WWE NXT, and Orange Cassidy. But he just got hurt. They said that he got a pectoral tear, so he's done, period.
Oh, yeah, he
ain't gonna wrestle this year. So I'm pretty sure when he comes back healthy, AEW is gonna put that time on his contract. Because I'm pretty sure TK is back there somewhere. And I mean, I'm just saying this myself. I'm not gonna say that this is good, but I'm pretty sure TK is in the back somewhere when he's home by himself. Man, I hope these guys get hurt, because his contract is coming up. I hope he gets hurt, because I could put that injury absence into the contract. So if he's out for 6-8 months and the contract expires, well, no, you can't go, because you still owe me whatever months you owe me when you come back. So, you know what I'm saying? So I know he's not saying that, but I'll be saying that like by myself, like outside somewhere in the woods with the phone turned off so nobody can hear me or see me, or go underwater. There's no microphones, and just put it out there out loud, just talk to myself on the water. Man, I hope Chef gets hurt so that way he doesn't leave, and I could put that extra 6 months on his contract. So at least now he's gone. People forget about him, and then he comes back. It's a pop, and then he's stuck with me for 6 more months. Because now you can't say shit out loud like that, boy, because I'm pretty sure somebody with a gun microphone of 1,000-mile radius will listen to your conversations. So you got to go deep in the woods with no phone like get in a cave and just say this shit out loud to bring it into existence.
Listen, and don't talk through text.
Dude, yeah, don't that. Yeah, man, these phones are dangerous. I'm pretty sure right now my phone is next to me. They send this to Tony Khan. Like this dude saying shit about you, bro. Go get him. Send them an assist and desist letter. So he'll shut the hell up. Well, last night the UWN, United Wrestling Network, had their monthly taping, and you know our boy Danny Limelight has been the champion there for like, my God, like over 3 years,
4 years.
Oh God, like I think he was reaching like almost 1,000 days or more. Well, he finally lost the belt last night to some moron. I don't like the dude.
Yeah, he's corny.
Huh?
He's corny.
Yeah, he is corny. The guy he lost to, I forgot. I think Jordan something. I don't like him. He's a moron. But he got cheated out of the belt to lose the belt. So after that, all that time, he finally lost the belt, which means he's finally moving on from UWN, not to focus more in Houston, because he's wrestling there at the Raw Reality of Wrestling company with Booker T.
Yep.
So he's there more now. A lot of people are doing that now. A lot of people that live in close to this new WID places are moving close to those locations to be there, to be used. Oh, dude, we need you. Can you be here? Hell yeah, I'll be there. Yo, Chef,
but you know what?
Available this weekend? Yeah, hell yeah, I'm available.
Oh yeah, because it's easy access and that
what?
Whatever it's called, I forgot you just said it too.
So the ID.
The ID.
Yeah, and
everyone knows
they need you, and you never know you have this bang of a match, and now they're looking at you. You have eyes.
Yep.
Yo, Booker T, who you got down there? Like you could send up. Oh man, I got this dude Chef. He just had a banger. I can send you the video right now. I'll send it to you. Desktop or whatever. You can watch it, and you can take them, put them out there, and evolve NXT, and have them show off. And that right there is the start of something going on. You never know what can happen in one of those matches. Though a lot of the individuals now are moving to these locations to be close to them, just to see if, So.
But you know what? Like I was gonna say, anyone that listens to this, let me explain something to you about Danny Limelight. Danny Limelight's a hustler, and in a good way. Don't sit there and say, "Oh, Chef's calling you a hustler. He's on some wild." No.
Yeah.
That man's got himself in writing movies because remember he wrote a few things.
Yep.
He acts. He's on mad stuff. He's acting. So he's always getting his hand bit.
And a stunt guy too.
He does stunts.
He does his own stunts and does the stunts for the movies.
So he's literally behind the cameras, in front of the cameras, doing stunts and all that shit. Wow, keep me in touch with that. So everything that he's touching, and we're not even talking wrestling, right? And the difference between Danny Limelight when we first interviewed him to today is his mind is clear. He's figured it out, and he's so focused and lasered in that you're getting the best of Danny Limelight. And I'm gonna say that real clear, that he's putting all his shit out there and he's doing his thing. So salute to him, and he's motherfucking and he's Puerto Rican, and you know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is, and he's a former Marine. Salute.
And like you said, he had the opportunity before with AEW. He messed that up. He knew he says that, the stuff with MLW. I don't know what happened there. I know he was trying to be the face of what's that liquor?
Hennessy.
He was trying to be the face of Hennessy. And always taking Hennessy because it was on the clubs drinking Hennessy and shit like that. And then I guess he finally, like you said, grew up, kicked this shit, and stopped saying, okay, I screwed up enough times. I need to get my shit together. This is my life. This is my opportunity. And he's been clean, I think, now for over a year, drink-wise. So, and he got married. Yep. So, he got his daughter and son. So he definitely, the kids are getting older, so they're seeing all these things. So he definitely is doing and cleaning himself up for the future, for his kids, for himself. you know, try to get that chance again to go big again. So, and you never know what happens down in Houston. There's so many stuff down there. Houston, Dallas, San Antonio, so many wrestling companies out there, So N.W.A is in San Antonio and Dallas. And then you got the Houston with WOAD.
Yeah.
So anything else you would like to add, Chef? If anything else that I missed that you've seen around?
No, because I was going to bring up the Saudi thing. We talked about the Saudi thing. We talked about Memphis.
Yep.
Championship Wrestling of Hollywood. Definitely talked about MJF. I think we hit everything. Usually there's something that falls through the cracks, and I'm like, oh, what about this?
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I don't think this time anything fell that I'm aware of.
No, we talked Impact, we talked AEW, we talked WWE, we talked MLW, and N.W.A hasn't done anything. So yeah, no. Well,
we're still waiting for the Roku stuff to start July 29th.
Yeah.
That's going to be a Tuesday. And guys, they're so far behind shit. I'm still waiting for them to drop the shows from the 77th anniversary that they have Philadelphia. They still haven't done that, and that's already been over a month.
Dang.
So I'm waiting for that to drop. Unless they're saving that shit for the Roku tapings, Roku episodes to show there. But damn, if they do that, then they're like 2 months behind if that happens.
Yeah. So listen, you got NWA talk somehow. They got everything. Like I said earlier, like, subscribe, share, all that good shit. Beat down the like button. We talk all wrestling. We give it to you how we see it. We don't got to be right. I mean, shit, we could be wrong, but we entertaining as fuck. Probably. Listen, we're guys. We've both been married. We understand that anything we do, we're wrong. When we're right, we're wrong. When we're wrong, we're really wrong. So it is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, Buffalo Martinez, OG Boricua Dandara. We out of here.
Deuces.